Hello everybody, and happy Friday. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're just going to be doing a get ready with me. I haven't done like a tutorial in a hot second, so I just kind of wanted to sit down and go through just a get ready with me type of routine. Trying out maybe some new products that I haven't used in other videos before, just to see how those work. And yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. I'm not really sure what this look is gonna turn out like, so stay tuned. But to start, I'm going to moisturize my face with the Cetaphil Face and Body Moisturizing Lotion, and I'm just gonna use my fingers and rub this in. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my skin is like on the fritz right now. So earlier this week, I actually had a really bad reaction to the Biore, this Biore baking soda product that I had hauled in the video on Monday. It says it's great to use all over your skin. For me, that was proven to be a bold-faced lie, but I'll get into that a little bit further in another video that I do plan to do about that product in particular. But my skin's been all sorts of wonky because of that. I've got like a pimple here, like a couple right here, and then just all sorts of discoloration. So it's not been a fun week for my skin, but alas, slowly but surely it is going away. To prime my skin, I'm going to use the Benefit the Porefessional Pearl Primer. This is what I got in my most recent Ipsy bag, and I gotta say, I've absolutely loved this. This is gonna be my last day using it, I'm 100% sure, because I've used it like essentially every day. It's just amazing. Like, I love it. It makes your foundation go on so smoothly. The product itself, like, it literally just went in the trash. The product itself is so smooth. I don't think it, like, drastically minimizes your pores, but I definitely do think it has an impact on it, and it has an impact on just how wonderful your foundation is going to look on top of your skin. So, gotta say, even though that was, like, a mini size, I definitely got, I'd say about, I don't know, maybe between 8 and 10 uses out of it, so that was definitely enough for me to say, I love that, and I think I might purchase it. I know that the camera's at a different angle today. The way that my makeup desk is that the center, like, pops up, and so when I have you guys, like, right dead center, I can't get into my desk. So because I don't really know what I'm doing today, I need to see everything that I have to work with. So that's why it is this way. If you guys absolutely hate it, let me know. If you like it a little bit better, let me know. Now I'm going to go into a foundation. Foundation I'm going to use is actually one that I've had for a while. The reason I'm using this is because lately I've been kind of hit with the idea that I would like to really start panning some products and really start running out of some products, just so I'm not just constantly adding to my collection, but that I'm using up what I've got in my collection as well. So this I've had for a hot second, and I'm almost out of it. I probably got maybe 3 or 4 more uses out of it. This is the CoverGirl CG Smoothers Hydrating Makeup Foundation in 720 Creamy Natural. This is what it looks like. Yes, it has been, in fact, pretty beat up, but I actually like it. I'd say it's probably a medium coverage foundation, but it's fine with me. I'm going to take my Real Techniques sculpting brush, and I'm just going to put this product right on top of the brush. I'm going to dab this on my face, and then I will just go ahead and blend it in. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it definitely did a decent job at kind of covering the discoloration that I've had in my skin, like the redness that I've especially seen in my cheeks. But like my blemishes on this side, they are still coming through a little bit. So coverage is, I'd say, again, light to medium. But I mean, that's okay. I'm not super worried about it, but it's just definitely not a full coverage foundation. For concealer, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Clean Concealer, the Invisible Concealer in shade Fair. Honestly, there's just not been another concealer that I've tried recently that I've wanted to use instead. I think I've said this before, I really want to get Tarte Shake Tape. but it's just so expensive that right now I can't justify spending that much money on a concealer. But hopefully that's something that I'll be getting coming soon. So yeah. Something that I do with my blemish concealer and what I try and do with my under eye concealer too is instead of like rubbing it into my skin, I'm really just dabbing it in to where the color just kind of blends naturally. When you rub your concealer, it's going to move around a little bit, so the coverage that you're going to get on top of like a blemish is not going to be as wonderful as, you know, just dotting it in. It moves around. At least that's been my experience. So I really just recommend just dabbing the concealer in to where you can barely see it, and even that, like, I don't know how much the camera's going to pick up on that, but that really did help cover up my blemishes. And that's really, I mean, this concealer, I typically just use it for my under eyes, but this concealer, that's why I like it so much, is it's really a dual purpose concealer. So next thing I'm going to do is take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer that I have. This is the mini size of it. This is what it looks like. I have hit pan on this. I am very excited that this is another product that I've been trying to use up lately. I'm going to take this with a fluffy brush. Let's see. I'm actually going to take the Real Techniques blush brush with it, and I'm just going to bronze the skin up a little bit. Okay, that added some life. Next, I'm going to take the NARS Orgasm blush that I've got with a Real Techniques contour brush. So I know I kind of use the opposite brushes for each product, and I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheeks. I have really been enjoying this blush. I feel like a little bit goes a long way. It's not something that you have to continuously, you know, dip back into to see any sort of color payoff, so I have really been enjoying that. For highlight, I am going to take the Winky Lux Charm Holographic Highlighter, and it looks like this. And I'm going to take, this is an Ipsy B36 Tapered Highlight Brush, and I'm just going to highlight my cheeks with it. I have been using this highlight a lot this week. I've just been really digging it. I've got so many highlights, I've noticed. Like, I feel like that's something that I continue to purchase. I think it's because I absolutely love highlight and never think that you can have enough. But I've noticed that because of that, some of my like favorites, my tried and trues, don't get used as often. And this was definitely one of my tried and trues for a while. So I've really been enjoying just popping this on. I think there's a really nice little pink undertone to this, and I'm digging it. Alright, so something I've really been wanting to do for you guys lately, and I feel like this is a good opportunity, is a one eyeshadow look. And this is something that I used to do like for quite some time. Like it used to be like a one eyeshadow show, and that was the color that was on the lid, in the crease, underneath my eyelashes, on my lower lash line. Like, this was everywhere. And honestly, I think the reason that I was doing it with this color, and the reason I was doing it was because I feel like this color is so versatile. I feel like it looks different on the eyelid than it looks in the crease, and it looks different on the lower lash line than it does on the eyelid and the crease. So I feel like that's why I was using this color in particular. So this is the Ofra Cosmetics Victory eyeshadow. This is one that I actually got in an Ipsy bag. So yes, a lot of my products are from Ipsy, and I don't mind. This is a full-size eyeshadow. This is what it looks like. It is a bronze with like goldeny undertones to it. Honestly, it's absolutely beautiful. I love this color, and it is so wearable. So that's something I absolutely love about this color as well. So let's see here. I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush. This is a MARC all over eyeshadow brush. MARC, if you're not familiar, is a sub-brand of Avon. So this is an older brush that I just have. And I'm just going to pat some color on the brush and put it all over the eyelid. It doesn't need to be the cleanest application in the world at this point because we're going to go in and soften that up with everything. A way to even make this look a little bit more different than on the eyelid and on the crease is if you were to use this wet on the eyelid. I'm now just going to take a Morphe blending brush and just kind of, and it's just dry, doesn't have anything on it, and it's clean, that's what I meant, it's also dry, but it is clean, and I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that and just pat my brush into it, tap off any excess, and this is just going to go right in the crease. I personally absolutely love one eyeshadow looks because I definitely feel like they're the most economical, for one. I've never, when beauty gurus tend to do like full palettes, then you feel like you're obligated to go out and buy the full palette. And palettes can be expensive. You know, you're talking anywhere from as low as $15 to as much as, you know, $50, $60. And that's expensive for someone to go out. And especially if, you know, you're only using 3, 4, 5, 6 eyeshadows out of that palette, then, you know, now you have this full palette of colors that you're not really using. So I'm a palette girl. I love palettes. I think that it allows you to try a lot of different colors, but also I like the simplicity of just using one eyeshadow, especially just for an everyday wearable look. Like, this is a look that I wore to work pretty frequently. So this is just something that I found super easy, super quick. This is definitely a look I did in the car on my way to work sometimes. And I just think it's really great. And you can obviously substitute any eyeshadow for this. You know, if you wanted like a lighter brown, you could totally do that. And I just love it. So now that I have this on my eyeballs, I'm going to take a clean blending brush. This is the Scone blending brush, another thing I got in an Ipsy bag. And I'm just going to blend out those edges. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to take this brush right here. This is the Detailer brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to just put this on my lower lash line. I haven't done this type of look in a while, and I am liking it. Loving it. For my waterline, I'm just going to take this Makeup Forever Aqua Eye Pencil XL in M-10, and I'm just going to line my waterline. For liner, for my upper lash line, I'm just going to use the Catrice Cosmetics, right, no, this is not Catrice, this is Ciate London. This is an eyeliner pen that I got, again, from Ipsy, and I'm just going to line my upper lash line. For mascara, I am going to use the Wonder Beauty Unleashed Volume and Curl Mascara. Honest to goodness, this has been my absolute favorite mascara here recently. It just does such a nice job of accentuating every single eyelash without making them look spidery, without them looking clumped or anything bad. Like, it's just great. They look super, super natural, honestly, and I'm just absolutely loving it. So, I'm just gonna put that on. For brows, I am actually going to be using the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil, and this is the shade Ash Brown. So it's got like a spoolie on one end and the product on the other. I'm just gonna fill in my brows. These have become tiny little caterpillars, and I will absolutely be getting them waxed later today because I am not having it. So last thing is lips. I'm actually going to be using a red lip today. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick. Woo! This shade is Missy and Fierce, and I'm just going to put this all over my lips. If I can get it open. Ah, there we go. This color is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving it. And this, a nice red lip with this like bronzy type of look is absolutely beautiful. I love this formula. I absolutely could not recommend these Wet n Wild lipsticks enough. I think they're like $3 or $4. This is actually the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this little get ready with me. I'm going to be trying to keep it to one tutorial a week moving forward, so that way, you know, I'm reviewing products and everything, but you guys are also seeing them in action. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything that I did today, absolutely leave those in the comments below. And as always, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all the newest videos that I come out with. Again, I do come out with videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I will see you guys on Monday.